Hi and welcome to Winners Corner. This Sunday we're devoting to the biggest race day of the year for thoroughbred horses. The Swedish Derby is the crown race of the day this Sunday at Jägersro racetrack. But of course the rest of the races this day is nothing but top class. Annette, former jockey, how did you feel ahead of a day like this?
Oh, well, unfortunately, I never got to ride in a derby. I was a jump jockey. But it's just so exciting. It's brilliant. It is the diamond in the crown. It's the big race for the 3-year-olds. One chance and one chance only. Hard luck stories. Happy one combination will be happy. But it's huge, and it's the 100th running. I mean, that is huge as well. Well done, Jägersro, and well done everybody who is taking care of the whole show.
And for this Sunday, we have a Grand Slam 75 round to offer. And Annette, do you think that it looks difficult to solve, or is it quite easy?
Well, I think any Grand Slam, if it was easy, I'd be a millionaire by now. A lot of money up for grabs here today. It won't be easy, but it doesn't have to be impossible either, though. And I've put a few together that I hope will help you pick out your Grand Slam.
Okay, we start off in the fourth race of the day, and it also equals the first leg in the Grand Slam 75 round. It's a small field, 5 horses, over 1730 meters on the dirt track. And what do you recommend for us here?
Well, I've gone for an exacta. In fact, it's a battle of the divas. They're both 90 handicappers. They're top class. Escapada number 3, she is the grass specialist. She is pure class. Mrs. Loreen number 4, we show her later. But let's look at Mrs. Escapada here, number 3, and she puts some of the best fillies there, including in the black and white colours Ray, who was the Bloomers Vase winner last year. She puts them all. Look at this, they're gone, and she goes home there winning as she likes it. Escapada, she's a heck of a nice horse, and she comes here in absolutely top form. But, and there's always a but in an exacta, number 4, Mrs. Loreen. Now she is the dirt specialist, so she's the other queen, and her queenhood is down here in Jägersro. This is her track. She loves it. Question mark over her form. Here you see her. This is when she's in top class form, and this is when she won 3 starts ago. Standard partner Jacob Johansson. Look at that, absolutely coasting home there. But her last 2 runs have been a bit disappointing, so a wee question mark. Junior Reuterskiöld, you can be sure he has her spot on for the day. It is going to be a hell of a race. The divas on show in the first leg. Escapada to beat Mrs. Loreen, 3-4.
That's a great exacta bet. Horse number 3, Escapada, wins before number 4, Mrs. Loreen. We jump on from this exacta bet in race 4 to a show bet in race 8. It's a beautiful race. It's Sawawi Cup over 1,200 meters on the dirt track. And what horse should we focus on here?
Well, first of all, it's a Group 3 race. It's fast. It's wide open this year. It's actually very, very wide open. There's no let's go for it in it. Well, there's plenty of horses. We're going to show you one race. I'm picking out one show bet here, and it's going to be number 1, No Comment. Now, he's definitely under the radar. Now, No Comment is in the wine colours and the yellow on the inside, currently in 3rd on the rail. And look at this now. Spikes Bay, who runs here, is the winner in the race. Breakdancer comes through to be 2nd, and in a mad dash for the line there, number 1, No Comment, gets up to take the 3rd spot. He was 5th, only beaten 3.5 lengths in the big Group 3 race at Bro Park last time out behind Captain America. This horse is a horse that can upset here. It's going to be small margins here. It really is. And I'd say watch out for No Comment in that big sprint race, the 8th race.
Okay, the following race, race 9, holds a big highlight of the day. It's the Swedish Derby, and the best 3-year-old horses in Sweden are battling it out over the long distance 2,400 meters. Tell us about this year's version of the Swedish Derby.
This is an unbelievable race. It really is. Again, there's no huge favourite here. I've gone for a win bet with number 13, Stricker. I'm really sticking my throat out here, though. I mean, I'm going for gold here. I do believe he is the horse to beat. He's got it all. He's got speed. He's got class. Look at him here now. The Voter, he's winning the Voter race here last time out. And this has been the biggest indicator every single year, maybe not last year, for the Derby. Plata o Plomo also runs in this race, number 8. I finished 2nd, and the other horse, number 7, the Kid, was back in 3rd. But it is a Stricker for me. It has been the greatest indicator of this race. There's about 4 horses in the race, 2 specifically from Junior Reuterskiöld, number 1, Gold Tyranny, and Stormy Ocean, number 15. And they're all going to be thereabouts. It's going to be rough, it's going to be tough, but it's going to be Stricker, number 13.
Thank you for that one, Annette. We move on to race 10, which also equals the last leg of the Grand Slam 75 round. Also, this race is over the Derby distance, 2,400 meters. Who's your pick here?
There's only one horse in this race as far as I'm concerned, and it is the Derby winner 2 years back, number 7, Duke Derby. So we know he gets the trip. We know he handles the dirt track. And this here now, you see him. Look at his beating. On the inside in the red hat, that is no less than Hurricane Red. Coming between horses there, Per Anders Groberg really gets a tune out of this horse, and he comes through to win. And I mean, he's beating smashing horses there, and P.O. even has time to wave to the crowd there. For me, he's probably the best long distance dirt horse in Scandinavia, and that is Duke Derby. He will win our last leg of the Grand Slam.
Great. Time now for us to attack the Daily Double. And this Sunday, we have the Daily Double in races 9 and 10. And the fact is that we've already talked about these two races. DD1 is the Swedish Derby. We just talked about that one. And here you earlier said, Annette, that you would pick number 13, Stricker. You place a win bet on him. Does this mean that you're banking him here on the DD solution?
I'm not. No,
Why?
I can only be brave once in one day. I've gone for number 1, Gold Tyranny, who is... see, Stricker, there's a question mark over the distance. I personally don't think it's a problem. He's never gone 2-4. Gold Tyranny won last time out, easy peasy over 2-4. We know he gets the distance. I'm worried about the inside draw. Most people go, oh, inside draw, that'll be fantastic. Gold Tyranny has always come wide in his races. Now, he either has to back off and come around the field, or he's going to have to kick and go for the front. Not going to suit this horse. So I'm worried about the draw, but Jacob Johansson, he's never won a derby. He's desperate to win one, and he'll do everything in his power to get Gold Tyranny home in front. It's going to be tough.
Okay, so two horses there in DD1. We move on to DD2. Number 7, Duke Derby, is the one that you wooed for earlier. He's the favorite here. Do you bank him here?
I do. I stick with Duke Derby all the way. Yep.
And this means that we have two combinations for the Daily Double this Sunday. Now, the time has come to take a look at the Grand Slam 75 system Annette has created for us here. 7 winners, is it what we have to find in 7 races? And looking at your system, Annette, we can see that you've banked the 2 horses we've already talked about a lot about in this program. It's number 13, Stricker, in the 6th leg, and number 7, Duke Derby, in the last leg. So, we don't have to talk more about these 2 bankers, but we talk instead about some of the other races. We haven't mentioned at all the 2nd, 3rd or 4th Grand Slam leg. Which one of these do you want to talk about?
Well, I'll very quickly talk about the 2nd leg. Number 1, Freestyler. I think he was sick up in Stockholm. He's a very, very nice horse. He's on 17.30. Number 1, Freestyler, in the 2nd leg is capable of going very close. We'll also go to the 6th race, the 3rd leg, and I put in a stable companion. Number 5, Red Robin, ran a blinder last time out and only barely beaten by Breakdancer. And they reoppose again, and this time around, Breakdancer has to give Red Robin weight again, and Blackstone, of course, would be the horse to beat in that race. But Red Robin is another warning in that 3rd leg, our 6th race.
And this means that we have 240 combinations for the Grand Slam 75 system this Sunday. Thank you so much for your effort, Annette. You've been great.
Thank you.
The website that you should turn to if you want to learn out more about thoroughbred racing here in Sweden. And the betting is, of course, our website, swedishhorseracing.com. Now, best of luck with your betting to Jägersro Racetrack this Sunday. Bye-bye.
Good luck.